6 months later, Ethan is still on the run. Unable to find the syndicate without help, he enlists his former colleague Benji, who's happy to take a break from the CIA. Hunley is sure Benji knows how to find Ethan and subjects him to weekly polygraphs, which Benji beats handily. Ethan arranges for Benji to attend Turandot in Vienna to search for Solomon Lane, Sean Harris, who Ethan suspects is the leader of the syndicate. Although Ethan and Benji thwart 3 snipers at the opera, one of whom is Ilsa, the Austrian Chancellor, Rupert Wickham, is killed by a car bomb. Ethan reveals to Benji that the syndicate has been assassinating minor world leaders for some time. The murder of the Chancellor of Austria is an escalation and a signal that the syndicate is stepping out of the shadows. Brandt recruits Luther to help find Ethan and prevent Hunley's team from killing him. Using a likeness of Ilsa left by Ethan, Brandt and Luther are able to track Ethan, Benji, and Faust to Morocco, where they're infiltrating a secure server underneath a power station. Their target is a well-protected ledger containing the names of all syndicate agents and information on where the syndicate keeps its money. The 3 of them execute an elaborate scheme in which Ethan is nearly drowned. As soon as he starts breathing again, Ilsa whacks Benji and takes the drive holding the ledger. During the ensuing chase, Brandt and Luther catch up with Ethan and Benji, while Ilsa joins a team of syndicate motorcycle goons just long enough to get a bike of her own. Ilsa manages to escape, but Benji reveals he had already made a copy of the data. Ilsa returns to London and attempts to pass the drive containing the syndicate ledger to her handler, MI6 Director Attlee, Simon McBurney, who compels Ilsa to return to the syndicate and finish her mission. She returns to Lane, only to find that Attlee has wiped the drive, which in fact contained an encrypted, red box. A red box is a data safe programmed by the British government. Unlocking it requires the Prime Minister's biometrics. The former IMF agents confront Ilsa, but when Lane's men abduct Benji, Ethan and company are told they must deliver a decrypted copy of the drive to Lane. Brandt contacts Hunley and reveals their location. At a charity auction, the 2 try and prevent Ethan from attacking the Prime Minister, whom they and Attlee take to a secure room. Ethan, having posed as Attlee, reveals himself and has the Prime Minister confirm the existence of the syndicate, a classified project to perform missions without oversight, though the Prime Minister insists that he cancelled the project while it was still in the planning stages. When the real Attlee arrives, Ethan subdues him and he admits that he had been covering up the existence of the syndicate since Lane hijacked the project and went rogue. Luther discovers the file actually contains access to billions of pounds. Ethan memorizes the data and destroys the file to force Lane to release Benji and Ilsa in exchange for what he knows. He goads Lane, drawing him into the open and luring him into a bulletproof cell where he is taken into custody. Ilsa drives away, telling Ethan, "You know how to find me." Sometime later, Hunley and Brandt return to the Oversight Committee, where Brandt once again refuses to confirm or deny anything without permission from the Secretary. Hunley secures the reinstatement of the IMF, claiming that his previous efforts to have it disbanded were all to allow Hunt to go undercover. The committee, though skeptical, approves, and on the way out Brandt addresses Hunley as Mr. Secretary.